Okay, good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning, everyone.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good
Yes, ma. Good
morning.
morning, ma.
Good morning. I can hear you.
All right, awesome. That's nice. So you're all welcome to the Digital Skills webinar session that was brought to you by the Happy Foundation. So my name is Benedicta and I'll be moderating this session. So we are excited to have you all here. You're all welcome. It's going to be a great session because in this webinar, you'll be getting a lot of insights about the digital economy. By the end of this session, you will know how to create a niche for yourself and build a digital presence. You'll also be able to create and manage a YouTube channel with compelling content. Also, you'll be able to utilize AI to boost your career prospects and business operations and design and maintain your own professional website. You'll also be able to edit videos to a professional standard for various platforms. So I would advise you to get your notepad ready because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be mind-blowing and you do not want to miss any information. So get your notepad ready because a lot of information will be shared and you just need to keep writing. So for us to kickstart this section, I would like to welcome one of our speakers, Mrs. Sheila Martins. So she will enlighten us about the Happy Foundation and its goals. Mrs. Sheila Martins, you're welcome. Are you on the call?
Very much. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Good
Oh,
morning, everyone. Um, it's nice to be here again, and you're all welcome to this online training. So I'll be speaking on behalf of our founder, Mrs. Obeche. So I just want to give a brief information about the Happy Foundation. So I'm sure lots of persons will be wondering, how would they be happy? What does it mean? What's the story behind it? You know, Be Happy was founded about 7 years ago. If you look around you, you see that lots of persons are going through one phase or the other. You know, it's either hunger, it's either lack of job, it's either um, just one thing or the other that could weigh you down if you focus so much on the problems around you. It will definitely weigh you down. And there are some persons that are going through depression. Lots of people are suffering. In fact, if you don't step out of your comfort zone, you will not really know what others are going through. You will not really understand the level to which people actually need a helping and a lending hand around you. For example, there are some persons that may not even be able to connect to these programs because they don't even have as little as data. And there are some persons that if you invite them to such programs, they will say, I've not finished eating. Is it program I want to come for? You know? And at some level, you just see that, oh, there are actually things that you could be thankful for. I think a lot of reasons why people are weighed down is because they compare their problems to other people, or they look at other people and they say, oh, I'm supposed to be driving my car, I'm supposed to be doing this, I'm supposed to be doing that. Not really necessarily looking at the beauty of life and the blessings from God. Like I just mentioned, I've experienced it, so I'm not just saying. I've experienced people who could not even attend some of our programs because of these little problems that have weighed them down. So Be Happy Foundation is just all about spreading joy, helping people achieve their goals in life, impacting lives, reaching out to people at different levels because there are different needs for people. For some is food, for some is I just need a support to start a business. For some, I just need little skills, or I just need something to boost my CV so that I'll be employable. Or I just need something that I can just be a boss of my own, you know. So we do a lot to impact people around us. we do seminars, we go to schools and we do seminars. It's called Be Inspired Seminars. So some people, it's just I need a crying shoulder. I need somebody to talk to me. I need somebody to speak to me. I need somebody to motivate me. And so we go to schools, we inspire people, we inspire them, we make them know that, oh, there is so much you should actually be thankful for. The fact that you are healthy, it's actually a lot. Like you wouldn't know how important health is until you break down and you're not able to do a lot of things for yourself. You're not even able to get that job opportunity. When they ask you to start, you can't start because you are bedridden. And at that point, you are looking for money, helter skelter, running helter skelter, looking for money to pay bills. You are not in that situation. So there are lots of opportunities for you. You know, you look at yourself and you say, oh, I don't have a job, but you are able to afford data and you are here. It means that part of your problem is already even solved because you are coming here to learn skills that you will use, to increase your profile. So we are all about spreading joy around the world. We are saying no to depression. We are saying no to not to allowing thoughts, negative thoughts weigh you down. No to all forms of negativity. If you have a goal, you can still achieve it. And apart from seminars, we also organize vocational training. We've done some this year. We also do food outreach. There are so many people, like I said, that don't even have. Of course, look at our economy now. People who could even afford a rubber of rice then may not be able to afford it now, because the inflation is something else. And we just need to do the little we can to make people happy, to impact lives. Because, there are people that are dying every day from hunger. There are people that are dying every day from frustration. But look at the brighter side. There are still a lot of things to be thankful for. There are still a lot of things that, like I said, when there is life, there is hope. And if you follow our platforms judiciously, our social media platforms and all, you see that there are lots of programs that you can actually benefit from and they are free. So this is what Be Happy Foundation is about. Like I said, we organize seminars called Be Inspired Seminars. We organize vocational trainings. We reach out to people in the slum. So there are a lot that can be benefited from. And if you are touched, you still want to reach out and also donate and sponsor, it is also fine. We are welcome to donation, sponsorship, and partnership. So on behalf of the CEO, I officially welcome you today to this program, and I hope that you pay good attention. If you see that you're benefiting from it, you can also invite other people for our next programs. So you're officially welcome to this program, and I assure you that you will not go back home the same way you came. Just make sure you're focused, you're with your notepad, you're jotting down, and you're attentive. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sheila Martins. That was a great introduction. So our next speaker, the session has started now. Our next speaker will be Mr. Belchi Monye. Mr. Belchi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Belchi. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So Mr. Belchi will be teaching us on YouTube creation, and he will enlighten us on free apps for content creation and video editing. So Mr. Belchi, you have the floor.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity to share some small knowledge that I have. I'm a novice too, kinda, but yeah. And please, while I'm talking, I might be a bit fast. I talk a bit fast, so anytime you don't get me, you can actually just call my attention to it, because I might talk fast. So first of all, I'm teaching 4 main things, and YouTube creation, video editing, softwares for video editing, also the softwares for content creation, which is similar, and free websites creation too. On their own, those four things are broad, like they are very, very, very broad, and I have limited time, 1 hour, so I'll try and finish. So I'll just touch on them, and then maybe in the future you can, because it could take a whole week or a whole month to study each of them. They are apart. So anyway, let me share my slide. I just tried to create a slide. So, okay. Okay. So YouTube creation, we all know YouTube. It's on our phones. Everybody now is making skits on YouTube. So basically, it was the first platform for content creators from day one. So and for advertisements, it was bought over by Google, so it's under Google. And anyway, it's okay. I think I'm on the wrong slide. Sorry. Yeah. I still see my screen. Sorry.
Yes, we are seeing it.
Yes, you can see your screen.
Okay, so it has been in existence since 2005. It's more of videos, but now they've had the picture part. Now you have picture part of YouTube, so you can share pictures too on YouTube, and you can advertise on YouTube. You can make money through ads on YouTube. So YouTube on its own is a very lucrative. It's lucrative for a content creator. I could just say that. So first of all, how do you get about opening your YouTube account? I'm sure maybe most of you already have a YouTube account, but how do you get your channel? Because before you could start getting from all this, you have to own a YouTube channel. So normally it's true, once you have a Google account, you can obviously register for your YouTube, to register for your YouTube account too. Then on your YouTube, you have to go specifically and create a channel. So let me show, I wanted to practically show how to create a channel, but once you go, it's easy. You see create a channel on the menu there. You add your basic info, you customize how you want your channel to feel. It's actually a click and go process. So basically when you do that, you have to wait. You can start uploading videos immediately, but if you want to live stream, you have to wait for, I think, 72 hours before you start live streaming. But basically, that is just this. It's not easy to open a YouTube channel. It's not any rocket science. Once you have your YouTube, you can open your YouTube channel. It's not restricted to anybody. So that's on the side. Yeah, so the thing is now, how do you now monetize your YouTube channel? Because everybody has a YouTube channel. Everybody has YouTube accounts. Everybody has a YouTube channel now. Is it everybody that is making money from YouTube? No. Why do you have to? How can you make money from YouTube? It depends on your inflow, dragging traffic to your YouTube channel. So what you're talking about now, the quality of your content. So to be able to get that, YouTube has a monetization policy that pays content creators, but it depends on the amount of views you have and the amount of subscribers. So anybody can obviously apply to the program. It's not for any restricted persons. So one of the criteria is you have to have 500 subscribers. Then you have to at least upload 3 videos in the last 90 days. And each of the video will have like 3K 3K views or 3K watch hours in the last 12 months. So you can have 3 million public short views, because now there's YouTube long and there's YouTube shorts, because now YouTube has something like what TikTok is, or TikTok now has long videos. So YouTube now has a 30 seconds video, so it's just shorts. So they call it YouTube Shorts, and that is where most creators are going to, because now practically if you go on YouTube, you want to look for, let's say if I want to learn something on YouTube, I want to look for the shortest video. even when I search my what I want to look for, let's say I want to learn how to edit videos using one app, I always go for the shortest video. I'll look for the one that is 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'll look at them, then I'll start checking for the one that is 1 minute, 30 seconds, so that you just hit the nail on the head. And that is how people attract views, because the more people view it, the more your watch time increases and you get paid more. These are some of the other conditions too. Having 1,000 subscribers too. So, but the thing is, they review all your content, no matter what you post there. So all your content will be reviewed. So it's now creating a catchy video. What is your niche? Do you want to be a skit maker? Because now, to me now, skit makers are everywhere. You want to be some people do crime documentaries on YouTube. Some people do. Me, I go on YouTube. The first thing that made me go on YouTube was to watch video games. I watch you play video games live. Yeah. It's crazy, but people go for you on YouTube for different things. You can actually teach on YouTube too. So if you have knowledge you want to share, you open your YouTube channel and you share it. The more you're sharing it, the more subscribers you have. You see, that's why at the end of everybody's video, say please subscribe. Everybody's begging for subscribers because you want to get subscribers. So at the end of the day, this is practically what YouTube pays. It might look small initially, but if you sum everything up together, because if you go on the last time I did something for, I live streamed for somebody on YouTube, and it was an event. They got over 100K views. So if you get $30K, $30 per 1,000 views. So let's just say it's times 10. So you've gotten $300. It's free. It's not, the money can keep on increasing, because in the long run, 1,000 views is small if you're talking about YouTube. Because if you go on YouTube now, you start seeing people having 1 million views, 2 million views, 5 million views, 10 million views. So that's the amount. That's how much people view things. But with consistency, just imagine if you have, if you're releasing, because like they say, you have to release 3 videos every 90 days. But if 3 of your videos have 500,000 views, at least it's enough to put the food on the table in dollars, practically in current day Nigeria economy, because you'll be getting at least, let's say, $500 to $1,000 just from YouTube. You pay for your content creation, and obviously, that's why people put much energy there. I just try to summarize making use of YouTube, I'm monetizing your YouTube. So it's actually still broad, and there are actually more details to it. But the catch about YouTube is the uniqueness of your content, and when your content there and your optimization. So when you put your content, you describe it, it's there. You want to promote it, because initially people promote their content just to get recognition, so that each time I go on YouTube, I will see your content there. It will be advertised. You might come and see, I'll now see your advert there. From there, I'll go to your page and see that your page is making sense. So some people pay for advertisements and for the initial stage. SEO too works on YouTube. That's search engine optimization. So you have to use the right tags for your video. You have to know so you have to use the right tag, so that when the search word goes there, your video comes up well. So a lot of thought process has to be put into what you're putting in YouTube. It's not I just wake up in the morning, I carry my phone, and I want to put anything I feel like on YouTube. It will be there, but to monetize it, you have to start being intentional about it. And I was going to drift a bit to how similar it is to TikTok, because even now TikTok pays more than YouTube. It's funny story, because most everybody's on TikTok too, and it's because of the same what they call algorithm that makes TikTok will just keep on giving you your videos. Your videos just coming up on people's For You page if you use the right hashtags or what they call you use the right hashtag, just coming up on people's For You page. So basically, you just need to create You just need to create the right content, the good content, and use the right words for your tags and for search engine optimization. It's not it's not a day's journey. I'm not going to lie. It's not what you just wake up and in 1 week or in 1 month you think you're already hammering on YouTube. You know, some people it takes them. You have to organically build it because you don't buy subscribers on YouTube. Don't let anybody see you. I say, well, I can buy YouTube subscribers. Yeah. It's all fallacy. It's organically built. So people have to subscribe to you. So that's basically that on YouTube creation. I don't know if I should take questions now until the end because I still have other topics to talk about.
Please, let's keep going till the end so that we can collect them. They should be writing their questions so that at the end of the day, they can ask all at the same.
Okay. So the next is video editing. You know, this is especially for mobile devices. So video editing. What is even video editing itself? So most videos you see on YouTube or on TikTok or on Instagram, you see that they have been edited or one camera angle, transitions, this, that. They'll put sound or they'll put one funny meme in the middle of it. It's just how you take a regular video that you shot and you cut it into bits and pieces. You add the right sounds you need, you add the right effects you need, and it gives you something unique and what people will want to view or find entertaining. There are tricks to it, basically. So, but the most important part of video editing comes actually while you're shooting the video, because you cannot, no matter if you have a bad shot, you cannot edit it to become good. So video editing comes when you want to, because most times, especially with your mobile device, you have to think of what you want to edit before you start shooting. So it's these days everybody wants to edit on their mobile phone, or I'll shoot a video with Snapchat, or these days you're going to the parties and everything. Then you want to just make a 30 minutes distance post on your story or on TikTok so that everybody know that you were there. At the end of the day, maybe you don't like some parts of those videos, then you want to cut out of this part and add this part. So just cut and join. That is practically what video editing is. So on mobile devices, it's not, you don't have to be a professional to do it. It's something that you can actually use your mobile phone to learn. You can just start by shooting a video and trying to download one of the apps, to get to the app, then and just try. You see there, they'll just tell you cut, join, then go. What else do you think about when you watch videos? What do you like? Would you like how it changed from this scene to this other scene? That's called transitioning. Oh, how did they do this transitioning? That is another thing why YouTube can be your friend. You know that, oh, they did this transitioning here. Oh, that's how the shot gently led me to the story, or there was suspense built in this shot. All these things is what the video editor does too. So knowing which scene to put first and what scene to put first. Do you want to create suspense in your video? Do you want to create excitement? So those are basically what you'll be thinking about when you're trying to edit a video. So like I said, on mobile apps now, they have ones for amateurs to professionals. It's not only for professionals now. One of the key features of all these apps, especially the mobile ones, let's say the ease of use, practically tells you what to do. These days, this is even the current age of AI itself. But I think somebody's talking about AI later. But on these apps too, you can even have an AI help you cut the video yourself and give you different suggestions. So we have variety of tools on mobile devices. It's trimming. Oh, this video is too long. I want to trim it. Or cropping. I don't like this frame. I don't want my head to be showing or my feet to be showing. How do I crop this frame? You can add music, then filters, transitions. Then on all these mobile devices, mobile apps, sorry, they have templates now. So you can see if you download them, you see that they have some for Instagram, some for TikTok, some for YouTube. So and he exports them in high quality. So it's a go-to deal. Once you're with your phone, you can, the power of creativity now is in your hand. So you can see, you can think about, oh, my YouTube channel, I can actually shoot and edit and upload. So you're not even thinking about how you get the different resources, because most times I see people use the latest phones, oh, Samsung, this is iPhone, blah blah blah, but they don't even know what the power they have in their hands. Then somebody, they don't even use all the features, you say less. So, but with your phone now, what phones are becoming a full production studios. You can shoot, you can add music, you can clean your sound, you can do everything on your mobile device. So it's when you're talking about heavy works, maybe these days you can even edit a 4K video. That is the resolution, 4K, 8K videos on your phone. So it's when you have heavy works that maybe you now bring your workstation or your MacBook and everything. But basic short skits and videos that mostly ends up on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or social media, your mobile phone, it's a very good tool for it. So these are some of the apps, the popular apps for video editing. So Adobe Premiere Rush. So Adobe has Premiere Pro, and so you can even sync it while you're editing with your laptop. You can move to your phone to cloud. It's not free. The client is actually for okay, yes, for Android and iOS users. iMovie is only iOS, so but it's customized for Apple users. So I'm sure most of us know InShot and CapCut now, because CapCut is the one that is reigning now, because everybody uses CapCut. CapCut has matte transitions. It does what they call it. You can be talking, you can finish shooting, sorry, and CapCut will help you, what they call it, put subtitle on it. So it's very user friendly. So if I would advise most Android users or even iPhone users, CapCut is I use CapCut. So it's easy to learn how to use CapCut to edit the videos. So because basically what are the key features that you're doing? You're just talking about to trim or to split a video. You cut out an unwanted part of the video, then transition. So it's a smooth transition between two clips. So you're putting two clips together. How do you change from this clip to this clip? Do you want this clip to fade away and this one to reappear? Do you want it to just, you always have to use a transition. Do you want it to dissolve into this one there? So there are crossfades, there are split screens, there are slide away. So it just depends on what you want. All these apps have all these options. So you just go to the options there, you see transition. When you're trying to join two clips together, you click the best transitions you like. Then it depends on the feel you want to give the video now. So if you want it to be like a sunny day, or trying to black and white, so we all know how to have filters. So you can apply different filters or visual effects. Visual effects are maybe you want the lights to come and shine in the middle of the screen and everything. All these features are on your mobile phone now. So the thing is, the more you play around with them, you get more comfortable with them. You start knowing the features. So how I learned it was downloading the app. Then I'll do one or two things. Then sometimes on my TikTok listen, most times I start seeing, oh, this is how to use CapCut. Or when after somebody finish uploading a video, I'll now see CapCut. I'm like, what is CapCut? I need to use CapCut. From there to watch some videos on YouTube. And on TikTok, people will just do 30 minutes tutorial on how to make a smooth transition. How did I make this so transition? But like I said, the quality of your video starts from when you're shooting it before you come to the edit. So all these filters, transitions, and everything, you have to think of it while you're shooting it. You don't want to move from me sitting here to me reappearing in a living room or in a kitchen and changing my outfits. See all those videos that you see people changing outfits up and down. They can edit it with CapCut. They edit it with, now TikTok even has a good video editor too. But it's all about your positioning and editing. So all those things are different clips, and they cut and join them and make sure that they are on the same exact spot. So when they are cutting it and joining it, you don't notice they are moving. You only see the outfits changing. So but they come and mark the line and sit down there. So like I said, a lot goes into shooting. But when you now cut and join this part, cut and they'll not show, they'll cut out the part when they're removing the outfit and everything. So you just see, oh, today I'm trying 10 outfits and I'm turning round and round and round and round and I'm playing and I'm happy. They're like, ah, crazy. It's not, it's all cut and join and transitions. It's that easy with your mobile phone. So if you want to do it, then text and titles, I can put, oh, Mr. Belchi, blah blah blah. When I show myself, describe who I am, or like I said, subtitle. As I'm speaking, you can be writing the subtitle, can be following my voice. You can put background music, sound effects, and anything you want to do. Then you can also now export the video now. So before you couldn't export in high resolutions on mobile devices because it was too tasking. But now mobile devices have crazy processors and everything. So you can upload your 4K. You can export your 4K video to your mobile device now. So after editing it. So you can get a very good resolution. I edited a video on my mobile phone and it was displayed on a billboard. The billboard is over 10 feet wide. So I used my mobile phone to edit it. It came out nice. So it was not, you can edit on the go. So it's something that it's a handy tool. Then you can share directly to social media. So after editing it now, you can always tell yourself that, okay, I want to share to my TikTok, my Instagram, and my YouTube at the same time. So after, like on CapCut, they won't give you the option. So you just log in with your account and you share to your 3 platforms at the same time. You don't have to be sharing after it's on a good and post on this one and write caption here, copy and paste. It's easy. You just share to your different social media platforms. So the advantages, from even what I've said, you can hear the advantages of video editing on your mobile device, especially. It's portable. You can edit anywhere, anytime. You don't have to be restricted. It's cost effective. Most of these apps are free. For even as they have paid content in them. CapCut is free, InShot is free, Adobe Rush is free, but they have paid content. There are some things that you have to pay for to get, obviously, but the basic things that you need, they are free. You can share. It's available on all smartphones, provided you're using a good smartphone. At least let your RAM be the RAM size to be like 2 gig, 4 gig for your mobile device now. So yeah, so that it doesn't hang. So once your phone is good, your phone camera is good, you can obviously edit and share there. Sorry. So these are the tips for an effective mobile edit. So you plan your story. You have to have a clear idea of what you want to do, what your video flow is. So it's garbage in, garbage out, basically, when it comes to media and especially video editing. It's not like pictures. So now these days I can take the wrong picture and I'll Photoshop myself, and it will not even look like how I am now and again. Yes, now AI is evolving and it can correct some things in your video, but it's not yet there yet. Trust me. If you use it, you'll notice. If you use it to, let's say, change the appearance or add the person in the picture, with each frame moving, you'll notice some differences, and it's very good to have the eye for it. So you have to have a clear idea of what you want to do and how you want your video to go. So that is basically the primary thing in video editing. Then high quality footage. So in the video world, there's 480p, like P is pixel. There's 720, there's 1020, then there's 4K, there's 6K, there's 8K. So all these things are pixels, resolutions. So that is the quality of your footage. Initially on YouTube, the highest you could upload then was 720. But now you can go to you can upload 4K videos on YouTube. But it depends on the device. So not every device can view 4K. So most times, if you want to upload your video, especially in a country like Nigeria, you start to yourself, why am I uploading 4K videos? How many people are going to view this thing in 4K? So most people just settle for the HD. That is, they call it full HD. That is 1080p. So that is a good high quality footage. Because if you're uploading 4K, if somebody wants to watch it, first of all, consume more data. So most people will if they just see that this video is only available in 4K, Everybody just read you there, leave you and your 4K video there. So you have to even think about it. 420 is rusty. 480, sorry, 480 is rusty. It's not going to be a clear vision. You're not going to have the clearest of visuals. 720 is good, but if somebody wants to watch, that's your edits now on a bigger screen. Let's say on a TV or even on a laptop, it might not be the clearest, but see 1080 full HD is going to be crisp, clear. So you have to use high quality footages. Some people shoot with cameras and still edit with their phones. So you just transfer the footages to your phone. So if you want to have a regular 1080p camera, one of the regular Canons or anything, maybe your phone camera is not the best quality. Yeah, so people do that. And most times you have to leverage on templates, because in case you don't know how to go about this, you see templates there. This template might be for TikTok videos. This template might be for Instagram videos. So if you don't know how to go about it, you just see a template of another edited video. Most of these things come in the mobile app. So you now follow those templates, and it will help you edit at least a good, what they call it, a good video. So you have to keep it concise. So aim for engagement and a short content. So because some people will end up talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, I will not hit the nail on the head, or they think in their head they are trying to create suspense. But especially this, from this generation, millennials to Gen Z and Gen Alpha and every other, the attention span is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So sometimes if I watch a video for 30 seconds on YouTube, let's say I want to learn something, and that first 30 seconds, you're not even sounding like you want to give me anything I like, I just skip to the next one, or I'm searching for the next video in the options. So you have to keep it engaging and concise. I watch a lot of crime documentaries too on TikTok or on YouTube. So if the story in the first 30 seconds, you're not selling anything to me, I'll slide off. I would not. So when you're editing a video, you have to think of what would engage my audience. So that is, and you have to keep it short, because if you're just starting and your first video you upload, 5 minutes is even too much. It's some people, their first video is 10 minutes. Nobody knows you, so nobody's going to watch your video for 10 minutes. You start with a 30 seconds to 90 seconds, 1 minute 30 seconds video. So people just see it, blah 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 blah, and so when you now start getting more views, then that's why you know that you have loyal fans or people that will always come and watch your videos. It's just like all these kids makers, let's say, like Mr. Sabinus, Mr. Instead, if you want to watch their history, instead with short videos, they still do the short videos, but now they can comfortably do a 2-minute video, and they'll know that people will watch it because they have a large following. And it's when you start doing the short videos that companies want to, like, some people might want to advertise in your skits or anything like that, because they already know now you already got the engagement of people. So you'll keep people engaged in your what do you call it, in your videos, in your content. So just these are tips for a good video editing. So it's applicable to everything. Even when I'm actually a videographer, may also. So when I do video wedding videos or anything, I try to tell a story during the reception. So it might be me saying how the wife did this or that, or how I'm just telling a story during the reception. It's not just I put 3 cameras here and everybody, the MC comes and he's talking and talking and talking. So nobody has time to watch the full reception at the end of the day. Yes, the full reception clip is there, but you have small cuts that tells different stories. So this was what happened when she was giving this. This was what happened when they're doing their first dance. Or you capture people's faces, people their expressions. Or you see, did she shed a tear? Or did he hold her well in her arms? Did he squeeze her a little bit too tight? You just tell the story, and you see it gets more engagement from there. So just try to tell a good story with any video you're editing. Then in conclusion about video editing, it's empowering. Mobile, especially on your mobile, you editing your videos on your mobile can empower you. You're not restricted to anything. Oh, I don't have a high-end laptop. I don't have it. It's not even. each time, even the apps keeps getting updated. Sometimes every 2 weeks you see a new update. And the future trends of using AI for automated editing is coming there. On laptops, when I have a fresh shoot, I throw all my clips in Premiere Pro, like Premiere Pro 2024. I have the option to tell the AI to cut it for me. So, but the thing is, that AI does machine learning. I think the next week I'll talk about it. But AI does machine learning, so it learns how I like to edit. So it can give me one option of how this edit will go. And if I say I don't like this one, we'll re-edit it again for me. Like, how about this? So, but normally it sees how I edit my videos, sees the kind of things I cut out, and it learns from it. AI learns from what we do. So in the future trends, it's AI will be very soon AI will come out us from business, from our small hustle what they do. But till then, it's making editing a video is not a big deal, and it's fun actually. And especially if you're a creative in your head, seeing your creation come alive, it's interesting, and it's a proud moment. So that's that on video editing. Sorry, the next ones I couldn't create a slide for them, but just in case you have any questions. But basically it's what I could always read and what I could just always explain. It's free apps for content creators. Basically all the apps I've mentioned for video editing are free for content creator. Yes, apps for content creation. Then we all know about Canva. Canva too, it's good for content creators. Canva, there's PixArt too, it's good for content creators. And on these, I'm trying to restrict it to mobile, but if you go to PC too, you can use, you're talking about Illustrator, After Effects, Photoshop. There's Photoshop on a mobile device too, it's good. It's actually free. Lightroom. But I dwell more for people that are just coming into it, especially for content creators. I will recommend Canva. Canva is actually good. It has a lot of templates. Like I said, these days everybody has templates and nobody wants to stress themselves about what they are creating. So on Canva, you have a lot of templates. Yes, the paid version, you have excesses, good clean templates. But on Canva, you have templates. So is it graphics design you want? Is it a video you want? Is it an Instagram reel you want? The templates are already there on Canva. So the number one free app for content creators, in my own opinion, is Canva. Because you can actually edit videos too on Canva. Yeah, their video editing is getting better and better each day. I edited one video recently on Canva, but I've not tried it on my mobile phone though. So yeah, so that is just that for free apps for content creators. Then I'll jump next to web design. That this web design is on its own is large. So why do you think people have a website? Like, our website still a thing? There was a time that if you don't have a website, it's not it. So, but do you think sometimes people think that websites are outdated now? That I just need for your company or for your hustle now. You just want to think that once I have an Instagram page, it's fine, or your social media presence is fine, and I don't need a website. Or the website is only going to even cost me. But you can actually create a website and make money from the website through incoming traffic and ads and everything. But that is by the way. So it's the website showcases yourself, online presence. Till the next 10 years, I don't think websites will ever be outdated, because no matter what we do, we still rely on websites. All these Instagram and everything, they still have web-based applications. So it's websites are necessary. It shows your online presence, your work, your business, your interest, and there's room for advertisement there. So how do you create this website for free? So that is the question. Do you have to spend a lot of money Well, practically, you have to pay for your domain name and for hosting space. So it depends. Your domain name is your www.that.com, www.google.com. So let's say you want to get your own www.belchi.com, www.this.com. So it depends on the domain name you're paying for. So there's .com, .org, .ng, .com.ng, .net. So there are different domain names actually. There are different domain engine and prefix. So it depends on, it ranges from, all these things are in dollars. So it ranges from like $5 to $10 to, it just depends on the domain name you choose. So that's practically what you have to pay for. But if not, if you use most of the free, I'm coming to the free places to win. You just have let's say belchi.blogspot.this. So it's I'll be a subdomain under them. So it will not give you the right catch to it. So basically, you just have to pay for your domain name if you want to look more professional. But when you're just starting, you can actually settle for that, and you change your link on what they call it, Bitly link shortener. So you just have you just have your long website. You just shorten it with bitly.com. You go there, you put your link, and you write what you want it to be. It will now end at .bitly.com. So it's easier there. So you reach wider audience. So with that, so some popular free website builders, you have Wix, you have WordPress. So Wix, WordPress, Weebly, but then they have Google Site Builder, Google Sites too. But the most popular is WordPress, WordPress.com. So on WordPress.com, they give you what they call they give you what they call site builder. So for novices, it's there. It's like I said, it's free, but only that your domain name will be with their own WordPress.com domain. So it's basically drag and drop. Everything about WordPress. So they give you templates to choose from. They have so many free templates. They have the paid ones too. But let's say you now see how the website will look like on WordPress.com. You can even go to the site now and you see how the page will look like, and you can just pick anyone and say, oh, I like this site to be like that. You now drag it to your site builder, and you now start clicking. Oh, I want on the head. I want to write, welcome to my website. It's there. You just start writing it. At the end of the day, WordPress will host it for you. They have wide range of themes. Yes, so it's easy. It's easy for you to use. It's a very, very good site. You can build a site without having those days that you want to know how to code before you build the site. On WordPress, they have different plugins, what they call plugins. So you can now drag and drop some plugins. So now I can now build a site, an e-commerce site on WordPress with several plugins that can connect payments, international payments, local payments, PayPal, InstaSwitch can be functioning on my site. All these things are with drag and drop plugins without knowing how to code or going back or saying, no, this line of my code is now HTML5. Oh no, my CSS style sheet, blah 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 blah. I learned HTML5. So to me, when I just finished learning HTML5, that was when WordPress started coming to the picture, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't go waste my time. And these days, if I want to do any design, if I want to design any website for anybody, I just use it depends. So there are limitations. If you want to have full control of the website, you design it from scratch. But when you use WordPress, you have control, but it depends on the team you use. So you cannot control everything that is happening. It has to be what they are offering you. If I want to have full control, you create your website from scratch. And also, but for free, on a free plan or free basis, what most companies need, WordPress will give them, or you can offer it. WordPress or Google Sites or with any of these free site builders. And these days, if you want to buy a domain name, let's say from googlehost.com, so these are Nigerian servers that sell domain name, Google Host, Upperlink. So now when you pay for your domain name and they give you the link to your backend, to your server, they now have options to to integrate WordPress there now, because most people know that I'm not going to write any code there. So you can tell somebody I'm a web designer. You can obviously just use WordPress and build a good website. In 48 hours, you can have a functioning website. In less than that, yeah. So you can have it in 30 minutes if you're that. But a good functioning website that it's planned, or just in 48 hours, have a good functioning website. So Wix is there, Google, WordPress. So they are all very, very, very convenient to use. So like I said, it's Wix, WordPress, Weebly, Google Sites, all these free website builders. Create your website free of charge. Yeah, but like I said, it's just good to pay for your domain name first before you what they call it, before you use the site builders for free. So all their designs are responsive, and when you build your websites, there's SEO, search engine optimization. So that one is on its own lane too. But I can now go and tell somebody that I do search engine optimization. So I'm this kind of guy that there's nothing you ask me whether I can do, especially when it comes to tech. And I'll tell you no, because I know everything I need is around me. So the first time I did search engine optimization for somebody, I didn't know, that was the first time I was doing it. I've read about it in passive or anything. So it was a travel agency and they wanted more people to come and they wanted everyone to travel, so that search engine optimization is, so keywords, once somebody types travel, the website will be one of the first on Google search or any of the search engines. So it is not the first. So you have to keep renewing, you have to keep updating the you keep optimizing it, because it's not if you do it today, tomorrow you still be on top. So at some point you will have to pay some money too. But that is by the side. But search engine optimization tools are on WordPress and most of all these free site builders. So it's another plugin too. It's a free plugin there. You just carry it, connect it to your site, and okay, I want to optimize my site for when they say events, decorations, videos. So you optimize it's a simple drag and drop now. So building a website, optimizing it, it's something that you can now do from your house without going to study in school for 5 years, or go and, like, people went to school to learn computer science and programming, and this is now, and everything now it's getting simpler and simpler. Because most times when you even see remote works online or anywhere, they don't even look for, they just want to know you have the skill, and these skills are getting easier and easier. So sometimes you see people on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube just watching skits and laughing. Oh, this guy is making me laugh. You're watching that guy making you laugh. He's making his money. You spend 5 minutes on YouTube and you watch how to rebuild a website. And it's not even, you can start building it on yourself, by yourself. So for free of charge. And from there, you can put it in my portfolio. You now build it, put it in my portfolio. Use Canva to make it nice. Push it out, my portfolio. Website, web designer. This is, we've added another title to you. Search engine of optimization. You can do search SEO, web designer, search engine optimization. Or next thing you've learned, I can edit videos. Like, it's just that easy and it's available. Most times, most things that people get too lazy now to learn, or they are not aware of the content. So one of the limitations about these free plans is that it's going to sometimes some of them, they have to advertise on the website. So sometimes they have to slide in an ad here or there. This is that, or you have limited storage. So let's say on WordPress you're using the free version, maybe they might give you only 4 gig. So anything you upload on your site cannot be more than 4 gig, because obviously they want to make money. So let's say 4 gig, and then your bandwidth too. Your bandwidth is your bandwidth might be short. So if too many visitors come to your site, it will crash. Or you have a maximum bandwidth that can enter, it's like the amount of visitors that can visit your site in a month. Once you exceed it now, it will crash. So you allow them to extend your bandwidth, pay, so that's how they make their money. But for a low traffic site, you don't need to pay anything. You have your limited storage. But when you start using it to make money, obviously from the money you're getting, you have to just start expanding your horizons and your options. So like you own for the free, you have only subdomains. You don't own the domain and everything. So that is that on video. Sorry, web web creation. So you use if you're optimizing after creating your website, you optimize it. You use keywords, meta tags, describe everything, and you put it there. The truth is, it's just about time and dedication. From the free gig that you're doing, and you're now optimizing it by yourself, not paying any money. If you start dragging traffic there, that's how blog posts started. Most of these people's blog posts, because most people's blog posts started from WordPress blog and everything. When they start dragging traffic, next thing there are adverts on your this thing. Oh, and I can now show that in a day I have 10,000 visitors on my site. So I can reach out to a company. I say, oh, you can advertise on my site. You see my traffic, see the traffic I draw. Or you don't know now. Next thing you see is any bank or Suzuki Bank. This is want to advertise on your site because you're drawing enough traffic to it. So it's a good avenue for potential growth. Or to start with a free plan, then you upgrade. So it's scalable. So as you're growing, you're upgrading. So practically that's that. I hope I was not too fast, Sean. Try to finish on time. So thank you very much for listening. Any questions?
Do you have any questions to ask Mr. Belchi?
Okay.
I don't think they have questions.
Somebody raised his hand.
Yes.
Okay.
You can unmute yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. You made mention of getting using a WordPress to host a website. Well, my
Yes.
question is, I tried some time ago to kind of use that, but the options I saw was they said I should enter my account details to do the trial version. So I want to get clarification on that. And you made mention here that it is free of charge and there's other paid ones too. Can you just expatiate on that area so I can get clarification? Thank you.
Okay. On WordPress, you have to create an account. So most of them, so you have to create an account. It's not what you just go and so how you create your account on Google or on Instagram or anything. So you create your account, obviously. So you'll be an account holder there. There's the free version, but what they mostly will offer to you, first of all, is a paid version on free trial. So now they'll tell you that, so they'll say, oh, yeah, see, you have all these options, which is the paid version. Try it for 3 months or for 2 weeks. So that you put your card details and everything so that you pay at the end of the day. So that is what usually happens. But if you search on, there's a free version for WordPress. So if you just check WordPress idea that after this I'll create a template, maybe I can share with the admin so I see how you get the free version. I'm sorry I did not create it because I didn't have enough time during the week to create the slides. So sorry. Then you said what was the second question? Sorry.
I think I'm clear. I'm clear about that. The free version, I've gotten enough response to my question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Other question for Mr. Belchi? No person. Mr. Odufu, I can put down your hand. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Belchi. That was a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
So our next speaker would be Mr. Augustine Oji. He'll be taking us on the AI part of the Mr. Augustine Oji, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, everyone. It's nice having you all here. I'm sorry I can't turn on my camera due to some issues with my camera. So I'll be taking us on AI, what an AI is and how we can take advantage of AI. Before I do that, let me share my screen. Also, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you the entire slide, but be rest assured that all those who registered and I have the email will get the material I'm using to present. Okay, so an AI. In recent time, we have been hearing the new trend, AI. Some people really, I know for sure, don't know what AI means. So what does it mean when you hear the word AI? AI stands for the word, is acronym for artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, this means any intelligence or anything that behave like as though it has a mind of its own, but these things or these objects are not living things. So the intelligence in that object or machine is artificial. So that's where the word AI come from. But unfortunately, we are just getting to know AI now, but AI has been in existence for a very long time. So your emails use AI. Some, when you go to bank, sometimes before you get to the bank, the door opens by itself, or maybe I think ShopRite, some malls do that. Before you get to the door opens by itself, it closes. You want to search something on Google, you say, hi Siri, search whatever music for me. It brings the particular music for you. Just like the last speaker said, the algorithm that helps suggest the kind of movies or skits you should watch on your YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, the whatever that brings the news. There are a lot of news that are flying around, but just imagine how your phone filters the one that is specific to you. Also, sometimes you can even be discussing, then all of a sudden, Jumia will now advertise the phone you are discussing with your friend, all those kind of things. These are all the work of AI. So our devices are integrated with AI. So, but AI itself, it's big. It's beyond what I have mentioned. It has different types. It has types based on different purpose. It has type based on capability. It has type based on function. It has type based on operation. We have super, we have common, we have normal. So, but again, for the purpose of this study or this training, I will restrict myself with the 4 areas of AI I want to discuss. The meaning of AI, which I've just explained, then how we can take advantage of AI and the secrets in AI that we don't hear every day. Then the last, how we can go for further course to understand more on AI, because the more you know about it, the better you are at taking advantage of AI. Now, like I said, these are the things you will see to know that an object is being controlled by an AI. This object, it must not be a living thing. It has not, it can't be anything that is made by God, like any living thing. You can't call that living thing AI because it has a mind of its own. Even rats, when a rat puts hand on fire, what happens? It withdraws and runs away. So it has a mind of its own. So you can't call a rat an AI. But we can create a rat in a lab and simulate human intelligence into it. So that rat becomes an AI version of the rat. I don't know if I'm communicating. I'm trying to give us tips and features, what we see to know that, okay, this object is driven by AI and this object is not AI. The other thing is this object must act as though it has a human mind, like a human mind is attached to it. Of course, when we keep our remote in the house and leave the house and lock the door for 20 years and come back, the remote will remain there, nothing will happen to it. But when you install an AI in your house that has like a motion sensor or a camera that has a voice control or motion sensor, when people pass around, if the instruction on that device is to blow alarm when people pass, it do that. So as long as this thing behave as though it has a mind of its own, then this object is controlled by an AI. Another thing you should look out for, this object learns, they learn over time. When I say they learn over time, like the today AI, when you say AI today, what everybody is looking at now is, oh, ChatGPT, this is AI, this is AI. ChatGPT is just very, very small, a minute aspect of what we know to be AI. AI is way bigger than that. So now, but I'm going to use that as an example now. ChatGPT, if we have a database now, if something we can see, if something all of us can access, you see that what ChatGPT was encoded with, what we know, what was embedded into ChatGPT's mind when they released it, compared with what it has now, it is probably times 100, because ChatGPT learns. So there are some questions you ask ChatGPT now, it will not know. Then it will tell you that, oh, I do not know this, but I'll make it further research. These are prompts that have been built into ChatGPT or models like that to continue to learn. So sometimes when you ask it for something, it gives it to you directly. But when you rephrase that same question and ask the same ChatGPT, it will give a different answer. That because it's either it has learned or it has understood it in a different perspective. So AI, one of the features you see to identify that this is an AI-driven object or machine is that it must has a mind of its own. It must behave as though it has a mind of its own. The other thing you see to know that this is an AI is that it will interact. It will interact, and like I said, I mentioned ChatGPT. Interaction now, we have to write a text or speak something, then it will go into the object, then you get a response. So if you say, please list the 3 common mistakes people make in Nigeria, it will give you a response. It will just bring feedback. So that interaction has to be there. So if it is like a camera, you give an instruction, you have to respond. These are things you have to see. Then the other one, it has to make a smart decision. I won't go into detail in explaining all of this, so that because of time, there's so much. So we have, it sees and recognizes, and it also adapts to change. These are all the features that you have to see in a machine to now say, okay, this machine is driven by an AI. Now, going deeper, examples of an AI. Now we like I mentioned, ChatGPT as one of these examples. We have the one they call DALL-E. This is also known as Copilot. Then we have Midjourney, we have Google Colab, we have Hugging Face Transformer, we have Stable Diffusion, we have Runway ML, we have Deep Learning, there are too many of them. There are too many. Be rest assured, you get a document that has all of this information. Now, I'll restrict myself within 4 different versions of this AI, not version actually, types. Now, there are types of AI that is text to text AI. There are some of them that is text to image AI. There are some that is text to sound AI or text to music AI. And there are some that is text to video AI. What I'm saying in essence is that ChatGPT is a text to text. What it means is that when you ask a question in ChatGPT, it will give you an answer in a text form. Example, let's say you're given an assignment in school. It says write an essay about maybe, I remember back then in secondary, this will always come handy. You say write an essay ending with had I known. Now, if you put this same question in ChatGPT, it will write you a comprehensive essay ending with that. All these results will come in text version. Now, but when you go to Copilot, you say generate remember, the other one I say you write. Now, the instruction will depend, like the result will also depend on the instruction you are giving. When you say write or list, it will give you a list of whatever you are asking. Now, but when you go to Copilot, which is not text to text, Copilot though has text to text option, but the most the advantage it has over ChatGPT is that apart from the text to text, it has text to image. You can say generate an image symbolizing AI. What you can see on your screen, you see on this banner here, you can see a robotic image that has a light glow in the eye and all of that. This was generated a few minutes ago by AI. I did that right now, not too long ago. Just say generate an image symbolizing AI. Inside the Copilot's AI interface, you see it doesn't just bring you one, it gives you option to choose from. So that kind of result is called text to image AI. Now, there are other form of AI that you give. I tell you, you can make a full music. When I say full music, I'll send you a link that you can generate at least minimum of this is free, 4 minutes long music from AI complete. This is sound, the wording, the lyrics, and everything about it. So you can generate a country. You have to also know how to prompt, how to ask your question, how to give your instruction. It requires another kind of technique. You say, generate a country music for a Nigerian audience. You will see a kind of music it will first of all generate the lyrics, and then you can now proceed by trying the sound out. So you repeat the process until you get something that sounds very nice to you. So this is kind of AI that do text to music. So like text to sound. Now, another version, which is the fourth one, like I said, I'm narrowing myself down to 4. Another version that can do text to video. You can say, generate a video of how to use AI in less than 5 minutes. The AI tool you use will generate a video. When I say video, a complete video from A to Z. Even if it's a tutorial, you say generate a tutorial on how to use or how to take advantage of AI. It will give you step-by-step video tutorial on how to use AI. I'm trying to open your mind so that you understand how big AI is. It's way bigger than just ChatGPT. It's way bigger than that. Now, all of these options I've called are just very few. There's Hugging Face. Hugging Face, this is when you watch this, you can actually see somebody remove your face. Let's say Peter Obi's face and put it on Tinubu's head. Remove Tinubu's head and put it on Peter Obi's face, and then just use them for their skits. People can actually use AI for evil, and you won't even be able to differentiate between the two. So Hugging Face is one of the AI tool that you can actually use to do this. It doesn't take anything at all. You just bring your 2 picture, generate the video, you tell it where to go, and bam, you have a very outstanding video for your audience. Now, all I've mentioned, remember that this tutorial, each of these we are discussing now can actually take a whole day. Each of these courses we are doing, but for the sake of time, we're trying to give you what the fundamental you need. Even if you don't come again, you can build on it. But it will be advisable if on our next training, which we're now going to, we are going to schedule the training, we'll pick one of this whole topic and discuss it in detail so that people can understand more and learn more and empower themselves. So these options I've called out in AI, these are all the tools that can be used in AI. Now, I can't go in detail on how to use them, but in the material I will send each of the AI I mentioned and what it will be used for. Each one I mentioned and what it will be used for. Then you can now see the rest. There are those I didn't mention. I will still highlight them and highlight what it will be used for. Some of these AI have paid version, and while some of them have free version, like ChatGPT. ChatGPT 3, version 3 is free, but version 4 is paid. Now, it's not that the 3 is insignificant. The 3 is good enough if you know how to use it. But the 4 will put you on a better advantage, like you have an advantage over probably every other person. If you, of course, when you have a paid product and a free product, it definitely can be the same. So on this note, I will move on to the next. How do you, as a content creator, take advantage of AI? There are too many ways you can take advantage of AI. For the purpose of this course, I'll restrict myself to ChatGPT so that you get to see more function of what it can do. Now, let's assume you are someone who wants to go into any particular kind of business now, and you don't have an idea how to write a business plan, how to do your market survey, how to do, you are limited. All you have probably is money, right? Or what you don't even have is money, and you have the idea, but again, you still don't have enough technical know-how on how to write the business plan, how to talk to investors and all of that. When you come to ChatGPT, let me stop this screen I'm sharing and share a screen of my web page so that I will show you ChatGPT in action. I don't know if you can all hear, and if you can hear me, please, if you can hear me, raise your hand, let me see. Okay, great. Okay, let me go on to the ChatGPT now. Can you see my screen? You can see my screen. Okay, great. So on this tab now, I want to start a business, and I have ChatGPT. I do not know how to write a business plan. I can simply come here and say, okay, generate, or let me use the word write. Let me use the word write. Then once I'm done, just see the text, and once I'm done, I click enter. Watch the magic happen. Now, in your business plan, for those of us who are business inclined, the first thing you see in a business plan is executive summary. Now, that is exactly what ChatGPT started with, executive summary. Now, executive summary is overview of what the business is. It's a brief introduction of business farm. It's located in Lagos, and product service offered. The product service offered. These are a mission statement, business objective. Now, this is business. As you can see, what it has generated. Now, this business plan can be changed, can be fine-tuned depending on how I gave it instruction, depending on the kind of command I gave it. Know that I just said generate a business plan, a comprehensive business plan. Write a comprehensive business plan of a fish farm in Lagos, Nigeria. I already have land and source of water, and this is what you have. Now, that's one. Let me give you one. Let me try another option. Okay, write a short story of a Nigerian. Sorry, my story of a Nigerian. Now, let me too. Now, write a short story of Nigerian of, let me just enter this. I want to show you something of a Nigerian. Now, Pay attention to the kind of story it will generate, right? Unfortunately, I won't give us enough time to read a long story. Remember, I was talking about how you ask your question. It's very, very important. This is the story in the bustling city of Lagos, where the sun's relentless heat temper the spirit of inhabitant, whatever, and all of that. I'm not going to read all of this. You can try this on your own now. It even chose on itself to give the character a name. You see, in time, Ade became not just an artist, but a storyteller, using his painting to weave tales of. This story is not somebody's story that this ChatGPT went to steal. This is a real story that it generated all by itself. Now, one thing that is missing here is that I didn't tell ChatGPT the kind of story. Now, look at the instruction I gave to ChatGPT. I said, write a story of a Nigerian. This is vague. This is ambiguous. This is too big. But if I now said, write a story of if I say a funny story of a Nigerian, right? The storyline will be different. When I say write a 500 words story of a Nigerian girl, the story will be different. If I say write an interesting story that has an anticlimax. So what I'm saying is, in a bid to use ChatGPT and its likes, you have to be sure how exactly you want your response to come. What exactly is the question you're asking, and how exactly do you want ChatGPT or the likes of it to respond? So if I go back and say, okay, first of all, even in this, with this story, I say, okay, convert this story to a script. Now watch what will happen. It is the same story. It has broken it down into scripts and scenes. So you don't even need to hit your head, brainstorm, suffer yourself looking for who's going to, normally in making a movie, you have to have a screenplay, a screenwriter, the storyteller, the voicing, the actors, the character, the storyboard artist, all of these people. But with ChatGPT alone, you have in fact, you have a partner. In fact, having ChatGPT is like you having Albert Einstein. And Albert Einstein, in this case, knows everything. The only thing remaining is you. What do you want him to do for you? I don't know if you're following. The only thing left is, what exactly do you want Albert Einstein to do for you? In this case, Albert Einstein is a doctor. If I want to say, okay, if I want to change my story, or I want to say, okay, do something else, okay, create, watch the next thing I'll do now. Remember that this is now a script, right? I'll say, okay, act as a story, but of course you need to know these terms. You need to read a little bit more, know the field you are getting into, right? If you are someone that wants to go into skit making and all of that, of course you have to read wide to know the terminologies, to know what you should be looking out for. Even in your questions, you have to use the right word, so that this machine knows a lot. So you need to be specific. So act as a storyboard artist. No, let me not say act as a storyboard artist. Act as a seasoned professional. I don't know if it's a double this tautology now, because seasoned and professional looks, I think, is the same. Okay, as a seasoned storyboard artist, write a prompt on how to generate the most appropriate image for each scene. Now, okay, my appropriate is wrong for each scene. Now, what I'm asking this ChatGPT to do now is, when we go back to Copilot, remember I told you that Copilot does what? It generates, it can do text to image. ChatGPT cannot do text to image, right? Now, even when you go to Copilot, each of these scenes, let me go back to, let's say, I'm teaching you something now, like a skit creator or a movie producer. Now, the narrator, when the narrator is narrating something, right, the audience is supposed to see something. Now, as a producer, you do not have an idea what they should be seeing, how the place should look like, what it should look like. Now, I'm telling ChatGPT to explain to me how and what these places should look like. In scene one, what kind of environment should it be? Should it be inside a room? Should it be on the road? Should it be on top of a bridge? Should it be on top of a tree, or whatever it needs to be? These are the things I've asked ChatGPT to help me generate the instruction I'm going to use to ask the other AI tool to help me generate these things I'm talking about. Now, if I put this, okay, act as a scene storyboard artist. I even mix the artist, storyboard artist, and writes a prompt. Prompt is instruction. In AI, they don't use the word instruction. When you say prompt, when I use the word prompt, it means the instruction that I need to generate the images I need for my scenes. So let me see the response I will get. Now you say storyboard prompt echoes, right? Let me go. Now, scene one, Lagos neighborhood day. So neighborhood, okay, Lagos neighborhood, it shows you it's going to be a day, not a night scene. Now, objective, capture the vibrant essence of Lagos with its bustling streets, markets women with gele headscarf, and children playing football. Is describing what the scene should look like. I will go further after this. I won't finish this whole thing because it's going to take a long. After this, you go to another AI tool that when you put this instruction, let me go back to that number one. When you go to this instruction here, scene one, copy it and put it on that other AI tool. It will generate the image that represents, that looks everything that it has described, it will show on that image. So now this is what ChatGPT can do for you. You can use it to generate a business plan. You can use it to do assessment. You can use it to solve mathematics. You can use it to do a whole lot of things. Even when you want to undertake some kind of risk in business, you can ask it a question to help you assess and analyze the kind of risk is going to be beneficial or not for you. So this is what the kind of advantage. Remember, I'm discussing the advantage, how you can take advantage of ChatGPT or the AI, the generative AI. Now, with this few point of mine, I believe you understood, and you have understood how you can take advantage of ChatGPT and its likes. So just like a bonus, let me use Copilot as an example to generate one of the scenes so that you understand how you can actually work with more than two AI tools at the same time, so that when you are creating a story, you have in the back of your head what it looks like, right? Let me share another screen that will show you what the other tool looks like. Just a moment. I'm trying to share my other screen. If you can hear me, let me see your hands up. Hello. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen now?
No.
Oh, okay. Give me a moment. I'm trying to. It's not up. You should be able to see my screen now. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's coming on.
Very good. Okay. This is the prompt I'm trying to generate now. If you watch here, you can see Copilot. In fact, let me go back from the game in case. So let's say on Google, let's say generate, in case you forget how to go about finding this image. You see, I just went to Google, I type generate an image of a rich Nigerian man. Okay, Nigerian man. I click enter. Now, this is what I have based on my Google what's called arrangement now. You can see search, you see Copilot, you see image, you see video, you see map, you see and all of that. This is Copilot. Click on Copilot. When you click on Copilot, because I said the word generate, the AI tool will immediately swan into action of generating. Now, while the generation is going on, this is all computer generated. So if you click any of them, it will open. Can you still see my screen? So
Yes.
if you can see what's based on what it knows, what a rich Nigerian man looks like. Now I can change this look by altering my instruction. Okay, let the Nigerian man be clothed in what's called Igbo, let's say Igbo attire, and in a farm settlement. I hope I'm not settlement. Let's see what happens. Remember, this is the same person, the same tool, but now I have changed my instruction. Let's see what it will bring up. Now, what I'm trying to let you understand is either way, right? You have too many AI tools. This is the same thing. You can see that the result now is different. This is a clean Nigerian man. This is all generated by AI. I didn't do anything to get this image, and you can download this image for absolutely free. Nothing. You don't owe anybody anything for this image. Just click download, click on it, it will open, you see download, you download, then you use. So this is an aspect of the AI, another tool. Remember I mentioned there's text to text AI, there's text to image, there's text to music, there's text to video. I've buttressed on the point for text to text, text to image. I'm not going to go into text to music or text to video. But what I want you to understand is that in giving AI instruction, you really have to understand what and how it works before you can utilize it to its full potential. There's a YouTube channel that was okay, let me check. There's a YouTube channel that that was created by a Nigerian. The YouTube channel is I think at the last time I checked was 3 months old. It was already generating up to 15 million views already on their videos. They didn't have up, as at the time I checked, they didn't have up to 10 videos. You know what these people were doing? They will go to ChatGPT, generate a story, convert it to scenes, tell the scenes to prompt them on how to generate these images I've generated for you right now. When the images are generated, they'll now go back to Canva, use Canva and edit the video. No, they will take that same script and go to another ChatGPT that do text to voice. So this is a tool that when you put that story that you've copied from ChatGPT into that tool, it will read it as though it's telling a story. So it will tell the story, then they will pick that voiceover and put it under this image, and the image will be changing. When they are talking about the shop image will show. When they are talking about the girl will show. When they are talking about the car will show. So they just slide and slide and slide. This is the only thing this channel is doing, and they are already wrecking. They started making money on their 3rd month in YouTube. Normally, most people don't make money till after 2 years, because you need at least minimum of, like my second I've said, the first speaker I've said, you need a minimum of at least 3,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, a minimum of 500 subscribers, and at least 2 or 3 videos in 90 days, in 3 months. So, but these people are putting videos like every 2 or 3 weeks. They're already making a lot of money in less than 3 months. So, meaning that if you're a skit maker, you want to make skits, you have your storyteller here, you have your storyboard artist here. If you are whatever industry, now if you are a business person, you want to promote your own business, you can tell ChatGPT, let me still use this same one that is still showing you that you already think is only for images. Let me use and generate another text. I say this one has advantage over ChatGPT because it does both text to text and text to image. Let's say I have a honey brand. Let me give you an example. Write out a 1 month, a 1 month content creation calendar for my honey business. This content should be easy to understand and require low costs to create. Now, let's see what happens. You see, week 1, Motivation Monday, that's what I titled it, right? Content idea, share an inspiring quote or personal story related to success, resilience, or self-improvement. Format, create a graphic with the quote overlaid on a beautiful background. You can use free design tools like Canva. Cost, minimal, free. So free, if you can use Canva free templates. This is week 1, this is week 2, this is week 3. I'm telling you how these AI tools can transform one's life, no matter the kind of business you are in. You see, I'm discussing this and I just decided to do this. You can see what I have, right? Now, you can consistently post this on your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube, and all of that. And if you want to change your instruction to be a YouTube, a video content, you have to specify on your instruction that it should be a video content. You don't bother yourself about how to come up with the idea, how to do this or how to do that. Everything is covered already. I don't know if you are excited. I feel excited explaining this to you. Now, funny as it may sound, I was taught. I do not choose to hide this knowledge. We need to start, earning much from the online presence. The AI has come to stay. Africa is lagging behind. Europe has gone so far. There are many movies that comes out today that it is not done by people, AI generated fully, and they are making a lot of money. And you are watching YouTube and wasting data and all of that. All you need to do is to do what? Go out there, all you need right now is to sit down. All I'm saying, regardless of the fact I'm using my laptop, right? You don't have a laptop, no excuse. All of these tools are mobile friendly, all of them. Just write out what you want to do and how you want to go about it. Now, I'm going to cut off on the taking advantage. I believe I've buttressed this point so much enough. Now, the next thing I'm going to speak on in the secrets in AI, no one else will tell you. I've already given you a lot of secrets, but there are other things I will tell you, right? Number 1, there are several types of prompts. I mentioned prompts. Prompts, I will explain prompt as an instruction, right? You use to get feedback from an AI. Now, if you decide to do something or ask questions or try to generate something from AI now, I bet you that the result you get will not be as good as one I will get right now, because I've understood, I have studied, and I've understood to an extent, not so much as I even want, to an extent, how to manipulate this prompt to give you the exact and the desired result. The only thing you need is your imagination. Treat AI as though you are speaking to someone. You're trying to explain to someone how you want them to get your job done. Every detail you need to tell them. This is exactly how you treat AI. When you're asking questions, every detail. You need the person to be on a white shirt, blue jean. You need the person to have a canvas, or you want the person to put on a palm shoes. You want the person to be wearing a hat. You don't want the person to wear a hat. You want the person to be in a house, to be on top of a building, on top of a tree, whatever. All this should go into your prompting. Your prompting is what is where your power is. So that is number one. Number two, even if you don't understand prompting very well, remember what I did here. Can you hear me? Remember what I did at this point. I hope you can still see my screen. I first of all asked, yes. I first of all asked it to create image of a rich Nigerian guy, right? He gave me this. Now, the secret number two is that even if you don't understand prompting very well, they give you results. From the results, AI behaves like a human being, right? It does not forget the first instruction. I didn't go about repeating everything. All I did the next was to say, okay, let the Nigerian man be clothed in Igbo attire and in a farm settlement. So it might not be the exact face, but it tries as much as possible to use clothes. Now, it gives me still Nigerian Igbo man clothed. So if I go further and say, let's say, let the Igbo man be in, okay, let me use a room. You see that it's suggesting to me, right? Be in a room. Let me use that. Be in a room. Let's see what happens. So you can continue to change and shape your instruction until you get the last result. That is the other secret in AI that you don't find in the market. Now I'll move on. Why is generating? I'll move on to the next, third one. Okay, yeah, I just spoken the third one. The first one is you have to give your prompt correctly. The second one is you have to write, like the first one is to write everything correctly. Then the second one is even when it is not correct. The third one, even when it is not completely correct, you continue to make change as you go. Then the fourth one now is you have to tell it the kind of place, the kind of environment. You have to be in context, right? Like detail the background. If you give a background detail of the place you want the woman to be, it will give, you see what we have now, right? So it's inside the room. So if you want to change the detailing in this background, you change it. So, and all of that is also a secret that you don't find it randomly. Now, you can also adjust your prompt. This is the fourth one. You can also adjust your prompt, right? They said this iterative approach allow you to fine tune the iteration and guide the AI towards your create as the main result, the output you want, right? So even if when you have changed it and it's giving you something, but it's not exactly this thing is not like a phone call where you are burning your airtime. Is your data. The data you use for this is not as much as one you used to watch the movies you see on YouTube. So all you need to do is to continue to change and continue to change until you get the exact thing you are looking for in the design. So the other one is role play. Playing a role, like, okay, I said he should be a storyboard. Remember the other in the ChatGPT, I said he should become a seasoned storyboard artist and do this and do that and do that. So you have to tell ChatGPT, okay, let's say if it's business plan you want to generate, you can tell it, okay, act as or be a or produce this as a professional businessman. What is this and that and that? Do you understand? This is role play in that. So all this I've given you now, these are all very similar. Now let me give you one that is very, very different. Now you can also choose to, you can choose to use examples. Let's say, okay, fine, you are trying to generate an image of something, right? And you already have a picture of it. So while you are generating, let me go back to that place. You see, while you are generating, you can see this plus here. Okay, no, not this one. Something is blocking me. There's something here before I click enter, like an attachment. When you click that attachment, it will give you option to upload your own image and add it. So you say, okay, generate an image of a Nigerian rich man, just like the image below. Bam, you send it. It will give you something similar. you know, it gives you something exact. Even if it's a write-up you're trying to do, you have a presentation you want to do, you say, okay, give me design a newsletter similar to this. You upload the newsletter you are trying to do, and AI will generate a newsletter that looks similar to the one you've uploaded. I don't know if I'm communicating, and I don't know if you are excited to get to know what I'm telling you today. If you're excited, let me see your hands. Okay, that's great. So remember, like I said, I'm going to send you this document on your emails. I believe many of you got emails before yesterday, and I got text message. The list now is a list of schools. What I have taught you today is nothing but less than 1% of what you need to know to utilize AI to its fullest. Now, but there are schools, online schools, you can enroll in their courses. It will give you a lot more you need to know about AI. You get to know how to do prompting very well, how to utilize them. You even get to be exposed to a lot of other AI tools that are mind-blowing. Now, so some of these tools, you have Google Cloud, you have Coursera, you have MIT OpenCourseware, EDX, and ALX. Now, all this, okay, this one, let me see if I can just share this one on the platform immediately. Meanwhile, the other ones you will get in the email. I hope you can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sharing this list on the platform immediately. So ALX is number 6. I've sent it on the message chat box. ALX is number 6. I am trained by ALX. If you are wondering how I got to know this and how good I am on this, ALX, I was trained by ALX. I finished a program with ALX, and I am not even as good as I want to be. So you can go to ALX. They are offering a very free program, and these programs are intensive. They are really, really demanding. But I bet you, if you utilize this free, you see, I send the links. So the Coursera is a free. All the links you see there is free. ALX, I didn't send a link. You just type ALX, it will open. There are many programs they run. You can just choose anyone. If it's AI, you choose AI to go into AI. Now there is a bonus to our course. This is the last thing. A bonus to our course. The bonus I'm going to give now is about the give me a second, let me get that. Okay, okay, yeah, the bonus is about the prompting. Remember, okay, there's the prompting and the terms used in in AI. So in the course of this training, you've heard me talk about prompts. I mentioned AI, of course, you know that one, but there are other words that are used when discussing AI that you need to get familiar with. And some of these words, they will sound strange when you hear them from somewhere. So, but we need you to embrace yourself, and all you need to do is to get into researching. You know, you hear things like algorithm, you hear machine learning, you hear deep learning, you hear neural network, you hear natural language processing, you hear reinforcement, you hear LLM with small s. That's large language model. Basically, Copilot, ChatGPT, Dale, which other one again? There are many of them. I can't remember all of them now. All these ones I've mentioned, these are all LLM. So LLM is large language model. A large language model is the kind of AI tool that do what I've shown you today. They collect your instruction, and they give you output, right? So some can be text to image, some can be text to video, some can be text to text, some can be text to music, text to sound. And you have deep learning. Deep learning is different. Machine learning, there, because of time, there's a tutorial I would have there's a training I would have shown you how you can actually train these machines so that they can recognize things like right here and now. I'll open a link and train it on how to probably recognize my mouse. If it sees mouse, it will recognize. When I raise my hand, you know I'm raising my hand. You know, all of these things. So this I've mentioned is a bonus. So we have generative adversarial network. We have artificial general intelligence. There's artificial intelligence. There's overrifting. There's computer vision. There's reinforcement learning. These are all bonuses I've mentioned. So I'll need you to. I'll also put this there. You just read a little bit about what it means. Now, finally, before I hand over the microphone back to our moderator, I would like to say this. Number one, what we have done today is just a snippet, a glimpse of what the Happy Foundation have in store for humanity. There's a plan that one of will pick a date, and like speaker number one didn't practicalize how to create a YouTube channel. I know some of you might be disappointed in that, but the time is not enough. Now, he will show you actually doing it while you're seeing it, how to create a YouTube channel, how to use at least one of those tools he has mentioned, how to upload, how to live stream. Then if it is on my own side, maybe I would have just created one full story so that you also see how it is done. So like we know, all these things we discussed today is too many for the time frame that we have. But because of our commitment, if we show interest, I will send a link on this platform now that if you are interested, right, on the subsequent training, just your details, then we will organize the next session that is coming. It's going to be specific, tailored to one particular training. We're going to train on that. Once the training is once we commence the training, I will have to finish it and make sure that you really learned and understood how to use which of the two. I've sent the link now. Need register. The people that are registered, we're going to it mustn't be people here. You can send to your friends and family who you think that needs this training. All the things you have mentioned, each of them will be taken one by one and be treated, and many more things will come into the curriculum. It's also going to continue to be free. And apart from being free, and maybe when we start getting sponsored, maybe once in a while, our founder has a way of incentivizing us. So I just wish to say thank you for listening, and it's now time for questions. If you have any question, the floor is open for your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Augustine. That was a wonderful session. But my head is hot. My head is so hot. And I know that every other person can feel the same way too. So if you have any questions, you can just do that by a show of hand and I'll call your name. Do you have questions for Mr. Augustine? Okay, Chibuzo. Chibuzo.
Yes, good
Your hand
morning.
is raised. Good morning.
No, I didn't raise my hand. I don't have
Okay,
question.
so you can put down your hand, please.
Okay.
All right, John. John, are you there?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Yeah,
Good
I'm here.
morning.
Yeah, my question goes like this. I want to ask Mr. Austin. You made mention of text to image, text to sound, and text to video kind of a thing on this Copilot. Is it possible? Is it the same like this? I want to get something from the text to sound or music. Is it on the Copilot? I will just put the instructions there on the Copilot and it will now translate everything to sound immediately. Or I have to use another app or just a specific app that I have to go there and do the thing or something. Then secondly, can I be able to use Copilot to generate a link or a website that someone might visit? I'm trying to like have a link, create a link for myself that I can, put some content there will I be able to use Copilot to do that? Like, some, like, I've tried something on ChatGPT can generate some code on what I wanted to do particularly. So I don't know if it is possible.
Okay. John, I hear you. The sound question number one is sound. The text to music or sound option is not on Copilot. Like I mentioned, large language model, that's the common noun for all these AI tools that we can use to do all these things I've mentioned, right? Like when you say furniture is a common noun for chair, table, and all of that. So the common noun for all these things is large language model. Now there are too many of them. So Copilot does text to text or text to image. GPT does text to text. So there are other ones, a different one. I don't. Okay, let me mention the name. Give me a second. There is one they call 11 Labs. Let me open it and send you the link. 11labs.ai, right? So that's where you do text to voice or text to music. Can you hear me? So, like I mentioned before, I've sent it there now. Like I mentioned before, this AI is huge. It's a lot. And every day, hundreds of them different options is coming out. So it depends on what you want to do. You choose what works for you. So that one is different. Now, for your second question, how you can, if Copilot can help you generate a link. I guess what you're trying to say is that you want to own your own website, and you're trying to create a website, and you also want to see how Copilot can help you host it. Speaker one mentioned it. What you can do there is very easy. ChatGPT or Copilot can help you generate the content that will be on the site you want to design, right? Let's say you want to talk about yourself, or you want to talk about the product and all of that. Then Copilot can also generate images you want to put on the site. But the overall website for somebody in another place to be able to open it on their phone without calling you, you go to Canva. On the Canva, there's usually a text area where you search. Put there website. It will give you templates. So if there are free one and there's paid one, click on the free one, open it. All the things you have generated from ChatGPT or Copilot, them there page by page. It's very easy. Once you open it, you see that it's very easy. So you copy from your Copilot, you put on page one, copy to page two, and all of it. Just put it the way you like it. Then once you are done, on the Canva, you see publish. Once you publish, you see a link, one link. Take that link and send it to anybody anywhere. They will see that thing you have done. They will see it as your stuff. But the only issue there is that link will not be, let's say it is my honey business. I'll say, okay, queenshoney.com. It will not be like that. It will now be maybe John dot some things that you don't even understand, then dot Canva dot whatever then .com. That's a link. But he mentioned, first speaker mentioned, the way you can go around that is you copy that your link, go to another page they call URL shortener. Shorten okay, just go on Google, type shorten my URL. I've sent it to you. It will bring a page where you cut your link and put it there. Click shorten. They will convert to one very tiny small something. If you look at the poster you use to register for this thing, you see that link, I use link shortener to shorten it, right? So it is the same. It won't be as long as before, but it will be nice and it will be simple and it will be easy. So that's what you now use to send to people. So that link will now be working as against that one that Canva gives you. I don't know if I've answered your question. So by this, I assure you, you have a website that is live. You don't need to pay for hosting. You don't need to pay for anything at all. Even the writing will be, this whole thing can be done in 2 hours maximum. Say you are not sure yet, but once all your materials is ready, in 30 minutes, you should have a website. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, Peter has a question. He dropped it in the chat box. He said, can you command the AI to generate or create a video aligned with your command.
Align with your command. I'm not sure I understand that. Can you ask it directly so that maybe he will explain better? Peter, can you talk?
He said his mouthpiece is not working.
Okay, let me see where he. Okay, I see it. Peter Adipe, right?
Yes.
Please, my question. I'm not sure, but let me try and answer the question, right? When you remember that all the AI I've given you as an example, none of them does text to video. Text to video is still different. Just like John asked me for text to sound is different. That's how text to video is different. Now, when you tell AI to give you, when you use text to video AI, right? It's based on what you are asking it to give you. Let's say I say generate a video. Okay, wait, I think I have a video. Okay, don't worry. Let me connect, so maybe before end I'll look for it. So when you say AI, please generate a video for me that generate a video of one. How would I put it now? A video of honey, right? A honey being eaten by a Nigerian man. I'm just thinking. I can't think of anything better. A Nigerian man eating honey, right? It will generate that video for you. If you now say, I've seen the video I generated 2 days ago. Now note that this video,
Sure, you've heard the news about AI changing the.
This video was done by my phone. I was in a bus going somewhere. I decided to do this video, right? Please, I don't know if you're able to hear the sound, but let me try and see if you're able to see the video. It was done, like I said, I was in a bus on my mobile phone. I generated this video, and the instruction was you should generate a video on how to use AI or something. I think it was because of this course, this presentation. That's when I experimented on this. Okay.
Sure, you've heard the news about AI changing the game, but how do you make it work for you? Let's dive into the art of crafting effective AI prompts. Crafting an AI prompt is like baking a cake. You need the right ingredients in the right amounts. First, be specific. The more specific your prompt, the better the AI understands what you want. Say, write a 200-word engaging script about crafting AI prompts, not just write about AI. Next, clarity is key. Avoid ambiguous language and be clear about your desired outcome. This means using precise terms and not leaving room for interpretation. Also, consider the context. Providing background information can drastically improve the relevant.
I'm sorry I took your time, but I just needed you to see a bit of it. I hope you all saw that, right? Now, I use an app on the phone called iVideo. iVideo. iVideo does text to video generation. So go to Play Store, check iVideo, just iVideo. You see it is blue. It will help you do whatever instruction you give it. It will give you. So if it doesn't give you the exact thing you're looking for, change your language, modernize it, just iterate it more, then give it again to give you. I believe I've answered your question, Peter. Excuse me.
Peter, as the question has been answered, you can put it in the chat box so that we can know. He said yes.
Okay, that's good. So I think Hilary is raising his hand. Hilary, please, you can talk. Ask your question.
Okay, thank you so much, Chibuzo. I'm so happy for the presentation.
It's Augustine.
My question, sorry, Mr. Augustine, sorry.
All right.
My question goes like this. You make mention of it, but it wasn't clear to me actually. Can you work with different AI tools? Can you work together with them, like to create something you really want? Maybe one of it is not creating it well. They need to combine 2, 3, 4 or so to create something you want. Is it possible?
Yes, that's a very good question. In fact, it's one of the things I was supposed to buttress on, but I forgot. Now, ChatGPT, let me give you, because of this question, let me give us another bonus, right? apart from ChatGPT, there's one called it's called Perplex. Let me send you the link, right? ChatGPT, Perplex, right? ChatGPT does text to text. Perplex does text to text. Now, those who do more of academic work, researching paper and all of that, if you use ChatGPT and research a particular topic and use Perplex and research the same topic, Perplex will give you a more comprehensive results with links to where they got their information from, more than ChatGPT. It still doesn't mean that ChatGPT will not give you anything. But what you do is, like he is asking, right? If I want to generate a story about a particular thing, that same question I put on ChatGPT, if I was you, I put it on Copilot, then I put it on Perplex and see the three results. Which one makes more sense, right? Or which one is more intriguing or is more captivating than others? Then I might also start changing from the one that I choose best. So you can actually work with as many as possible, but know that when you're working with text to text, work with text to text. Some are text, like I said, if you go to Copilot, there's area that will give you, let me go back and show you that Copilot area. There's area that you have to be on for the result to be on text. There's the area you have to be on for the result to be on image. So if you go and put it on image and asking it for a text question, it might not give you a correct answer, right? So if you are in the text area, ask the text question. If you're in the image area, ask an image question. I don't know if that's clear. Is that clear?
Larry, he said yes. That is clear.
Okay. Now I just showed you something now, right? See on the right hand side, you see Copilot, you see designer, you see vacation planner, you see cooking assistant, you see fitness trainer. Can you see that? Now,
Yes.
good. So if it's on Copilot, it's not that it will not do text to image, but it's basically waiting for you to give it text question so that text result will come. Now, but even if you have done that by chance, copy your question and change it to designer. That's when you expect your result to be a graphics image. Do you understand? That's this applicable to Copilot only because Copilot has the power to do text to text and text to image. But ChatGPT is just text to text. Perplex is just text to text. There's Cloud, there's Dale. All of this, and there are too many of them. But expect the material after the training.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Augustine.
You're welcome.
Please, let's try to fill the form that was in the chat box, please. Let me copy it and send it in. For those who have not filled, let me copy it again and send. Thank you so much for this wonderful session. It's been mind-blowing. I'm speechless, actually. Very, very speechless. It's been so wonderful. And I know that we've gained a lot. Our notepad is full. Don't worry, we'll get the slides. It will be sent to your email. And someone asked if the recording will be shared. The team will decide on that. And if the recording will be shared, it will be sent to your mail. You'll get that in your mail. But let us try to fill the form. That if we have information to pass to you, you will get your the information sent to you. Okay, Chiku, you said what?
Although you already answered, I was like, what's the form for? But you already answered.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So our closing remark would be, I don't know if Mrs. Rosemary is on the call.
Hello, please. This form, is it because I filled a form before joining? Do we fill it again?
This is
Or
another form. So please
oh,
fill it again. Yes.
okay, thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
the form, right? Like I said, that this training today is just small of each of the topics that is there. So after discussing with our founder and she approves, we'll come up with another training. Now, let's say we'll now handle ChatGPT like a whole, it will be just a whole session for ChatGPT alone, or a whole session for YouTube creation alone, or a whole session for any of those topics that we covered, because this time is really not enough. As you can see, I had to rush, speaker one had to rush, and yet we couldn't do practicals of all we needed you to learn. But again, we have empowered you enough to do more research and continue to develop. So if you fill the form and once she approves, you get our email, and once the time of the training is agreed upon, you also get notified and we'll reach you through that. That's the essence of the form. I don't think Mrs. Rose is here on this call right now.
No, she's not. She's
Okay.
not on the call.
So is Mrs. Sheila? She's also not here as well.
No, she's not on the call too.
Okay. Rita, are you here? Rita, is that Blessing Obodo or another Rita? Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, please, can you help us do like a closing remark?
I just joined. No quite on my network from me, so I don't really know what has been.
I actually thought it's a Blessing Obodo. That's one of our facilitators. Sorry.
No.
Now I heard the voice. All right. In the absence of all the other facilitators, I, Oji Augustine, I am happy that we attend this training. The essence of this training, like the moderator earlier specified or told us, is to make sure that we are empowered, and to also open our eyes to the present reality. In no distant time, the world will move ahead and leave Africa behind. Are you going to be one of those that will be left behind? The first speaker said that soon AI will take the food off his table. It's reality, is true. There's what they call copywriting. Sorry, I want to talk again, but I just want to make you understand. That's what they call copywriting. Copywriting is the kind of writing people do for a specific purpose. So say Glo want to do an advert. They meet someone who is a professional copywriter to write a small text that will be very specific to the advert they want to do. It's not every writer that can write that kind of writes. But today, copywriters are no longer seeing jobs, because once you want to do any copywriting, you go through AI. Now, it is you and I who are first in this AI that want to understand it better, that be first to start enjoying the benefit of AI. Africa is still far, far behind. So even if you, at the end of the day, don't want to do any business with want to run any personal business, you don't want to do any content creation or all of that, AI now, industries that are venturing into AI, they are looking for AI experts, engineers, prompt engineers, and all of that. When you go through those links that was shared, right, and you choose to do any of those programs, you might do advanced, pay small money and do advanced and certified. Just put it on your LinkedIn profile. I'm telling you, see jobs. Is a lot of jobs out there now. The minimum you can get right now in AI is like $2,000 a month. That's the minimum. That's for company that is still coming up. $2,000 a month. That's a lot, and you don't need to go anywhere. You do this job from your house. As long as you have light and internet, you are good. So let's try. I will say for sure, if you think I have done a good job, right? You think I understand this thing that I've taught you. The people I learned this thing from is ALX. I didn't pay one kobo to learn this. So go to ALX, try to find out more about them, apply for their this thing, and get involved, so that you can also be an AI expert that understand how it works and start using it for your own good and for the good of humanity. Remember, AI has its own bad side. I can remove your face and put on somebody's face and claim that what this person said is that now, use it to blackmail you. So you can use AI for good and for bad, but you have to choose the good, because we are good Africans and we are good Nigerians. And I pray that what we have learned today becomes a stepping stone to our future. The video, by the grace of God, will be shared, but it might not come today or tomorrow. It will take time to come. Once it is ready, it will be shared to your emails, or we'll upload the video on our YouTube, whatever. But just be rest assured, you'll be communicated, and God bless you, and thanks for attending, and thanks for the patience. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming to the session. Thank you, Peter, Cassandra, Chibuzo, John, Lizzie. Thank you so much. Odin, Moyoshola, Odufuwa, Ogechuku, Rita. Who else on the call? Ilari, Chukuma Francis. Thank you so much for attending the session. Thank you so much. So till next time, see you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.